Do you know how much Vietnam trip costs from India? Let's watch this video to find out. Gadt Travel. In today's video, Gadt Travel will introduce you Vietnam trip cost from India that could make you have a clear look on how much money you need to spend when traveling Vietnam. You can easily estimate Vietnam trip cost from India for yourself after watching this video. To enter Vietnam, Indian tourists must apply for a visa first. You can apply for an online e-visa with a fee of $25 per person, approx 2,100 rupees, through this website. I will attach the link in the description below. Usually, you will receive an email about the e-visa within 5 to 7 business days. Also, you can make everything easier by contacting a travel agency or a tour operator such as Gadt Travel to help you apply the e-visa. Gadt Travel offers assistance with obtaining an e-visa for a fee, which can potentially expedite the process to just 1 day. It's now much more convenient with direct flight from India to Vietnam and reverse. You can choose between the two famous airlines, Vietnam Airlines and Vietjet Air. You can also book a transit flight via Indigo. The cost for the flight usually range from 20,000 rupee to 40,000 rupee, depending on factors such as flight time, airlines and transit or direct flight. To ensure you get the best airfare, it is advisable to book your flight ticket in advance, taking advantage of airplane promotion and booking in stages. To check the flight prices for travel from India to Vietnam, you can use the website makemytrip.com. That's the first 2 traveling expense of Vietnam trip cost from India. Now, let's go with me and find out how much you're gonna pay inside Vietnam. First of all, you have to transfer from the airport to the city center, hotels, or moving between international airport to domestic airport to your final destination. You can take a bus with the cheapest price with a long route from 110 rupee to 150 rupee per person. Booking a taxi or a grab car outside the arrival hall with a budget from 845 rupee to 1,600 rupee, depending on your drop-off point. However, I recommend you to book a private airport transfer service for your trip because it's convenient, fast and safe drive. With a price only from 1,500 rupee to 2,600 rupee per car, you will have a driver waiting for you at the arrival hall with your name board and directly transfer you to your drop-off point. It is also the best idea when traveling in a big group. If you are interested in private airport transfer service, you can visit our website to learn more. I will keep the link in the description below. You have several ways to transfer between cities, such as bus, train and plane. The fastest and the most convenient is to go by plane to move between big cities. It usually ranges from about 4,000 rupee to 8,000 rupee per one-way ticket. Train is a slow and chill way to travel along Vietnam. It can be a delightful experience for you. The most popular train journey is Hanoi-Lao Cai to visit Sapa, with the ticket range around 1,700 rupee per one with bed and air conditioner, and also the Huế-Đà Nẵng for around 500 rupee per ticket without bed. Long-distance bus is the easiest and cheapest way to travel from city to city in Vietnam. Bus can reach many cities that train and plane cannot. Fare range is often from 500 rupee to 1,600 rupee depending on the distance between cities. If you know how to ride a motorbike, hire one with only 500 rupee a day to discover the city by yourself. Remember to fill up your motorbike with fuel before you go far around. Public bus is a very cheap option for you to travel with the ticket is from 24 rupee to 42 rupee per person per route. But the public bus is often extremely crowded in the rush hour and only available in big cities. The best idea for travelers to move around the town is grabbing a taxi. Taxi in Vietnam is almost everywhere with the price from 1,700 rupee to 3,400 rupee. You can also book a Grab with the online app in some cities. Next, let's move to the trip cost that many travelers concerned about, the accommodation expense, or known as budget for resort, hotels, hostel, and guest houses. There are a variety of choices for you when traveling to Vietnam. You can choose a luxurious room from 8,200 rupee per night, a mid-range room from 2,500 to 5,000 rupee, or a cheap share room from only 500 to 3,500 rupee per night. Overall, the cost of accommodation in Vietnam is relatively affordable, and there is a range of options available to suit different budgets and needs. Vietnam has a lot of restaurants for you to choose, from Vietnamese traditional food to Indian food or Western food. Vietnamese food usually kind of cheap for just 250 rupee for a dish and 100 rupee for a drink. If you want to eat Indian food, you can find Indian restaurants around big city. Besides, Vietnam has many vegetarian restaurants too. You can go to a vegetarian buffet with only 205 rupee. Of course, when you come to Vietnam, you will be able to visit sightseeing, historical attractions, and amusement parks. Generally, tickets range from 85 rupee to 260 rupee per person. Destinations that include activities such as boat trip, electric car, cable car, or lunch, the cost can fluctuate between 450 rupee to 2,600 rupee per person. But some places is free of charge to visit, so don't miss out to discover them. You can visit our YouTube channel or search on our website for more tourist attractions you must go when visiting Vietnam. That is a quick view of Vietnam trip cost from India. Overall, a 10-day Vietnam trip from India can cost approximately 40 to 60,000 rupee per person for budget travel, 60 to 80,000 rupee per person for mid-range travel, and 1 million and above per person for luxury travel. It's important to note that these costs do not include travel insurance, visa fees, or any additional expense such as souvenir or shopping. For a clearer look, you can refer to Vietnam itinerary in 10 days in our post on Gadt Travel website. You will travel through 7 famous places, include Hanoi, Ninh Bình, Hạ Long, Da Nang, Huế, Hội An, Ho Chi Minh City, with 50,000 rupee tours from Gadt Travel. Remind that you should apply your visa, book flight and accommodation as soon as you can to have the best deal for your trip. I recommend you to order everything at least 1 month before you go. This is the end of today's video about Vietnam trip cost from India. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for more adventures, tips and inspiration for your next trip. Until next time, keep exploring. Gadt Travel. Your smile, our happiness.